The first station I ever worked on was in central Queensland. It was only temporary for a couple of weeks, just helping out a mustering crew there. I remember riding a bike, I broke the clutch, I flipped it 4 times and my legs were just black and blue. It's definitely a different lifestyle to what most people are used to. I personally haven't had any serious accidents on cattle stations, but I have witnessed quite a few. One unfortunately ended in a death. One of the other serious ones, a bloke fell off a truck, broke the top of his femur off, so he had to be taken by the Royal Flying Doctors down to Perth. So it's a pretty dangerous line of work, and you need to have your wits about you. I've only ever been overseas once, and that was to Hollywood. I literally was in LA for 3 days for the Academy Awards gifting suite with Cater Boot Co. If you can see these bad boys, not that flexible. It's a pretty exciting opportunity. And the most interesting person I met there was Hercules. I remember as a kid growing up watching the Hercules and Xena series, so meeting Kevin Sorbo was definitely exciting for me. Pineapple does not have a place on pizza. It does not have a place on burgers. It does not have a place anywhere cooked. It is for eating at the beach after being in a cold esky. Growing up, I was definitely a nerd. I still kind of am. You can kind of see it come through every now and then. So I used to build websites and I spent most of my days in the library. I didn't have very many friends. My best friends were the librarians. I once got an award for reading the most amount of books in the 3,000 kids school. And they threw a party for me at the library. My report card always said the same thing. Intelligent, easily distracted. Needs to direct the potential. I prefer Land Cruisers over Nissans because my experience with Nissans is gutless. And I know you can screw the fuel screw up a bit and do all that, but this is just my personal experience. When I put my foot down on my Land Cruiser, as she goes. When I drove Dad's Nissan, it didn't go. If I could eat one food for the rest of my life, I would really like to say pizza, but if I'm getting forced to eat one food, then I'm gonna say celery sticks because I look great. Actually, no, all right, I'm very passionate about this, about the under or over toilet paper thing. Now, if we look back to the early 1900s when the toilet paper roll was actually patented, it shows that it is over. So your argument of under is invalid. It's hard to pinpoint one favourite smell. I think fresh bread, cut grass and the smell of rain coming are the 3 best smells in the world.